against a broco, headed to his home though. No, he living solo. Vertebrae, got this broken to his place. His chin in his face, yeah. And then I say it's evidence you entertain. My love, you need to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. All my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Gone, feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chillers in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting gone.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it, and that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
First play and a first pass for Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. Finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 35. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Cook. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. But they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Chances are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 26. Cousins gives way to Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Fourth down, field goal try coming, so Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. Joseph's got it, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? As that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Another run here with Sanders. They find some open field here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, right? A little tired, and if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
A run there with Cook on first down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard. Second down coming up.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 9. To throw, Cousins. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Down to about the 37. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. It's Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Hurts. Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. First down, here's Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Cousins. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. That sack courtesy of the effort of Hassan Reddick. Well, just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, here's the run with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 2nd and 12, Cousins in trouble, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Cousins now. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Reed Blankenship in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders, and he'll go down at the 28. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught. Touchdown. Quez Watkins, 28 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On 1st and 10, Cousins throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They go play action. Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Eagles are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's now third down and 4. 70.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Another run with Sanders. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 158 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one's going to wind up incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. To the air again, it's Cousins. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the red zone now, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. 2nd down, back to Sanders. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Flushed out right. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Right back to Sanders on 1st down. Tackle made by Eric Kendricks. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. On 2nd down, Gainwell looking for space. Call it an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So fly, Eagles fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the 1st quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the 1st quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.
Whenever I
y'all can nest double E. Cause I need your eyes on me. Cause once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie? Feeling big, keep it juicy before we start getting unruly. I've been hooping like a hoolie, keep it coolie before I stuff you in a locker like a bully. Like a bully. Put in the work, you can see my fingernail dirt. I'm the last one to leave, even when I come first. Yeah, you might want it bad, but I'm sure I want it worse. I'ma do it cause I love it, I'ma love it till it hurts. What's the worst that can happen? Captain, I'm strapped in. No, I'm not crazy, I'm just tapped in. Hungry like I'm fasting, I'm about that action, no slacking. Well, I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Cause here come the pain. No one to call up for help. No one to blame but yourself. You should've known better, however you did it. So we had to come ring your bell. Like a needle.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Miami Dolphins and the Minnesota Vikings. Greg Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Once again, it's Mostert. They'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack our offense?
That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. So he had the nice run to get him down there, was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Rolling to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, Danielle Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line. Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Cousins to throw it. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. They run again on 1st down. Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 6-0 our score after 1. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the Dolphins' 25-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cousins, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. A turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad. Yeah. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So the fumble recovery had him set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
First down, here's Cousins. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. We're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Play action, now it's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
He's going to take another shot here. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. On the move past the 40.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins.
Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
They'll run with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They try again with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. And we're going to get a timeout. With 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Tua, the final shot before half. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
2 yards, good enough for a first. To throw, Cousins. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
To throw again on second down, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On third down, Cousins. Justin Jefferson bringing in the slant. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Cousins. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Behind the gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard gain brings up 2nd and 4.
Running the counter with Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, and it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert, a 23-yard run. And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the 1st.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Cook, they'll try and run it, but he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. You tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 2nd down, here's Mostert again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running on 1st down with Gaskin. And some space here. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They'll run with Gaskin. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins will add to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Vikings 19. Jason Sanders to kick
Now
off
after the
for
touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Nwangu now from his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To the air again, it's Cousins. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle. So they're
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3